Now, Fox Carolina First Alert Weather with meteorologist Katherine Noel.
Morning, everyone. Now 5:17. Waking up to some fog after yesterday's rain storms that we had. You know, some saw up to 3 inches in certain areas. Others about an inch, depending on where you're at. If you saw more rain than others, you're probably going to have some worse fog this morning. Either way, plan on running into the fog out there, patchy at times, and then also locally dense in certain areas from Lawrence to Greenwood. About a mile to a mile and a half of visibility. This is where we've seen likely the worst of it, and even off towards Toccoa, even into northeastern Georgia, south of Toccoa, seeing a decent amount of fog there. But by the time we get the sun to rise, I would say 9-10 o'clock, you'll start to really see changes within the fog. Seeing a pop-up shower storm possible later on today, but we're going to have a decent amount of sunshine, mostly dry skies too. Way better than yesterday. Like a huge turnaround in terms of our sky conditions. Temps, we're getting somewhere today compared to yesterday. We're going to be mild. Some would call it warm, mild compared to where we should be for this time of year. 70s around 8 o'clock this morning, low 70s for the upstate. And then we get a nice little jump by noon. We're in the 80s, but we just maintain the 80s throughout the afternoon and the evening. Mid 80s for us for highs. Mountains only amounting to the low 80s for highs today. Then we get the heat to arrive Saturday and Sunday. Sunday we're back to the 90s, so we don't get a huge break from them. But Saturday is still going to be a little muggy out there with highs in the mid 80s to upper 80s for most of us, and a little bit warmer for the upstate on Sunday with an isolated storm chance. Saturday we stay mainly dry. I think we're going to have a beautiful day to get outside, a little muggy out there, a little hot, but otherwise pretty typical for this time of year. Sunday though, we have a chance for some storms popping up, higher chances too within the mountains, of course, and then moving around 2, 3, 4 o'clock, so mid-afternoon to early evening into the upstate, the northern half just before 10 o'clock, with a chance of some severe weather. Low-end risk, but that chance is going to be there. Marginal risk for the mountains mainly, and then just clipping parts of the upstate into northeastern Georgia, with damaging winds being that biggest threat. And this is on Sunday. I don't think you need to cancel any plans, but just watch out for those storms that are going to be heading through the mountains into the upstate on Sunday afternoon and evening. Otherwise, Monday brings another chance for isolated thunderstorms. We stay mainly dry into next week for the upstate. Highs will return to pretty typical values for early August. Low 90s, upper 80s, so hot one for the first day of school next week for Greenville County on Tuesday. Mountains will have higher chances for some scattered thunderstorms, showers and storms. I would say higher chances for sure pretty much on Sunday, Monday, even Wednesday and Thursday next week compared to the upstate, with temps back to the mid 80s and just following that trend into next week as well through Thursday. A look at your